Hello, I'm Adit from Eco6. At this moment, I will tell you guys the background of our innovations. Indonesia is one of the countries that has most population in the world. It has more than 277 million people in 2022. Based on the data growth rate, Indonesia will reach its peak in 2067 with more than 377 million people in its country. Therefore, the need for energy and the need for clean water will also increase. Based on the data, national energy usage in Indonesia increased 6.9% every year, which means Indonesia will need more energy in the future, much more. On the other hand, people need 50 to 70 liters clean water a day to do their daily activities. It means if the population increase, the clean water need for activities will also increase. A clean water that have been used by a person will produce a domestic wastewater, which have a bad effect for the environmental, because it's contain high BOD, or what we can say biological oxygen demand, and COD, or chemical oxygen demand. Data shows that in Bekasi they produce more than 1 million liters wastewater every day, and in Malang they produce almost 1 billion wastewater every day. Now, Indonesia will face three problems in the future. The first is the need for energy, the second is the need for clean water, and the third is how to use this wastewater or how to decrease it. That's Indonesia's problem. To overcome this problem, there is a solution to use the domestic wastewater to generate a clean water and also to make an energy from the flows of the domestic wastewater.
Hi, I'm Arif from Eco6. Right here, I will continue what my friends talking about. Are you curious? So let's talk about it furthermore. Well, let's talk about domestic wastewater. Actually, what is domestic wastewater? Practically, domestic wastewater is come from household activities such as bathing, washing, cleaning, or even just cooking. The domestic wastewater, as my friends mentioned before, contains high in biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, and also contains many molecule and particular molecule others. It could be nitrogen in form of organic nitrogen from food waste, or just ammonia, nitrates, or even nitrates. And also it contains phosphate. It could be polyphosphate from detergents, orthophosphate from pesticide, or even organic phosphate from leftover foods. Then, how actually we overcome this domestic wastewater to generate the electricity or just to cover up the water needs? Here are our methods. The first is we use the water purification treatment by using ketosan. Why we use ketosan? Indonesia is one of bigger shrimp export, up to 90,000 tons in a year. This is really highly potential to produce shrimp waste. But actually, why should we highlight this shrimp waste? From study literature, we found out that this shrimp waste contains 15% to 20% chitin, and chitin could be transformed into ketosan by removing the acetyl group by hydrogen atoms into amine group. Here are the steps. First, we collect a lot of amounts of shrimp waste and do the preparation stage. The preparation stage consists of cleaning and drying up the shrimp waste. After that, we do the protonation by adding natrium hydroxide and do the mineralization by adding hydrochloric acid. We only produce chitin after this stage. Then the chitin we add with natrium hydroxide again with ratio 1 in 10 to chitin. After that, we dry it up. We wash it with aqueous so the pH turns into normal, into neutral. This stage wouldn't finish until that. The next step, we should dry it up in open temperature and then heating it up around 50 degrees Celsius in oven, and then we produce ketosan. Then actually, after we produce ketosan, we can use ketosan to purification the water. The ketosan can use as coagulant and flocculant. Coagulation is the destabilizing the colloidal particle becomes one and becomes larger. Then the flocculation will make a floc and end up with sedimentation process. So the dirty particle will become once larger and become floc and put it in the base of the water. It's the sedimentation. And that's all. We produce clean sanitation water. Amazingly, we found out that study literature the ketone can reach up 88% purified water. That's really amazing, right? And we found out the phosphate concentration. Amazingly, really below than 1 ppm. It's really as the indicator of clean sanitation water. So it's really highly potential to use this kind of method, purification, to reuse again the domestic wastewater. But in the other hand, we also use the domestic wastewater as to generate the turbine, right? Well, here are the steps. Firstly, the wastewater flows from the pipe every house's area into the storage tank. After it reaches the storage tank, the wastewater will flow into centrifugal pump. In the centrifugal pump, the pressure of the wastewater is increased. By increasing this pressure, it also increases its velocity. After that, the wastewater will flow into turbine and rotates the rotor into the turbine. At this, the kinetic energy of wastewater transforms into the rotation of the turbine, and by helping the generators, it generates the electricity. It means transform the kinetic rotation from turbine into electrical energy. After it, the generator is connected into the electrical pole, transmit into cable transmission to every houses, so every houses can get the electrical energy. Based on our calculation, we found out every houses for each month can get around 27 kilowatt hour electrical energy. Basically, we can say that it covers up around 33% of daily or monthly usage of energy based on 2017 data. We also found the amazing calculation. The return of investment of this kind of innovation in business project up into 82% with payout time, or we can get our investment model back just after selling 4 houses. If we set just around 10% of housing selling price, that's really profitable, right, for business area or business plan in the future. Not talking about the business, but we also save the environment because this kind of innovation didn't produce the pollution, save the energy, recycle the wastewater, and even we supporting the SDGs program number 6 and 7, reference to clean sanitation water and affordable and reachable energy. So, what do you think? It is really good idea or just an ordinary idea? It's all about our innovation. We really recommend it to do more research in the future about this business, about this innovation, because it's really have a lot of bunch of benefits. Thank you for watching and goodbye.